You know what's interesting about building a business website? Almost everyone starts by asking the wrong question. They jump straight to, should I do it myself or hire someone? But there's actually a much more important question you need to answer first. And that question is, what's the true cost of getting this decision wrong? Because here's the reality. Whether you choose DIY or hiring a professional, making the wrong choice doesn't mean just wasted time and money. It means watching potential clients choose your competitors instead of you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to make the right choice for your specific situation. Today we're going to look at 3 key areas that will determine whether DIY or hiring a professional is right for you. Specifically, time investment, financial cost, and business impact. Next, you'll discover the real cost of both approaches. And I'm not just talking about money. You'll see exactly what's involved with each path, including the hidden factors most people don't realize until it's too late. And most importantly, you'll get a clear framework for making this decision without second-guessing yourself. So let's talk about the DIY route first. I'm going to tell you something that might surprise you. For some businesses, building their own website is absolutely the right choice. I know, weird, coming from someone that gets paid to develop websites, right? But it's true. The key is knowing if DIY is the right path for your business. And that starts with understanding what you're really getting into. First, let's talk about what you'll actually need to learn. The good news, you do not have to become some website coding wizard, but there are some basic principles you'll need to master, like how to organize your content so it doesn't confuse visitors, how to keep your site looking consistent instead of all cobbled together, and most importantly, how to fix things when they break, because trust me, something always breaks. Now, about those website builders you see advertised everywhere, you know, the ones where they promise you can build a professional website in minutes. And yeah, they make it look easy in those commercials, just drag, drop, and boom, instant website, right? What those fancy ads do not tell you is that they do not talk about the hours you're going to spend trying to make your site look exactly like the ones in the commercials. They do not talk about the frustration of wrestling with features that should be simple, but somehow take 3 hours to figure out. And before you know it, your quote-unquote simple website project has eaten up your entire weekend. But here's the really distressing part. These technical mistakes are not just annoying, they're actively sending your potential clients to your competitors. Because when someone visits your site on their phone, but has to pinch and zoom just to read your phone number or the text on your site, then they see your competitor's perfectly mobile-friendly site, guess who's getting that phone call? So let's be real. You didn't spend years building your business just to waste nights and weekends fighting with a website page builder. Every hour Googling how to fix a website menu is an hour that could have been spent closing deals or serving clients. Now let's talk about the real costs of taking the DIY approach, because this is where people get blindsided. Everyone thinks building their own website is basically free or close enough to free that it doesn't really matter. But here's what actually happens. First, you need the basics: domain name, website hosting, and some kind of website builder software subscription. Sounds inexpensive enough, right? But then the premium feature game kicks in. You want to remove their ugly ads from your site? That's an upgrade. Need a simple contact form? Another upgrade. How about booking features, email integration, custom fonts? Yep, all upgrades. So suddenly that $5 a month plan morphs into $25 a month, then $45 a month, then $65 a month, and you still don't have all the features you need. But the real cost is not even about the money. It's the endless hours you'll spend trying to figure out the basics of good web design. Like where to put the most important information, or how to structure your navigation, or what should go on each page. You get any of this wrong, and your visitors will bounce faster than a rubber ball on concrete, and they'll go straight to your competitor's perfectly designed website. And here's a question nobody seems to ask themselves until it's too late. What's your time actually worth? So let's do some quick math. If you bill your clients at $100 per hour, or let's say your business generates $100 an hour in revenue, and you spend just one full weekend on your website, that's about 20 hours between Saturday and Sunday. That's $2,000 in lost revenue right there. But here's the thing, nobody builds a decent website in one weekend. You're going to easily spend 2 to 3 weekends minimum, plus all those random Tuesday nights. Now we're talking about $4,000 to $5,000 or more in lost revenue. And that's assuming everything goes smoothly. So what's the alternative? Working with a professional web developer or agency. And before you freak out about the cost, hear me out on this. The upside is obvious. You get an expertly designed website, You get zero technical headaches, your time stays focused on what you do best, and everything actually works the way it should. But I'll be straight with you, professional web development is not for everyone. It requires a bigger upfront investment, and it's going to take several weeks for your site to be completed. You're going to need to trust someone else with the vision for your site. So if you're thinking about hiring a professional to build your website, here's what you need to know. Prices are all over the place. For overseas developers, they often start at just a few $100s. For professional developers here in the United States, probably looking at a price tag around $5,000 to $10,000. And the big agencies with the fancy offices, you're probably looking at $15,000 and up. But these numbers only tell part of the story. What you're really investing in is a proven process that involves strategic planning that aligns with your business's goals, professional design that builds instant trust, technical optimization so everything runs smoothly, and a website that's engineered to grow with your business. And yeah, it takes time to do all this stuff and do it right. Most quality website projects take 6 to 12 weeks from start to finish. There's a discovery phase, a design phase, then the development phase, and then launch preparation. About choosing who to work with, well, each option has its trade-offs. On one end of the spectrum, you have overseas providers, and yes, they might be the cheapest route, but you might face language barriers and quality control issues. On the other end of the spectrum are the big agencies. And sure, they got their fancy offices, but you're also paying for all that overhead, and you might end up working with their junior staff instead of their top talent. Your best bet, in my opinion, is somewhere in the middle, and that's to work with an experienced freelancer or a small to medium-sized web development firm because you'll get a good balance of expertise and personal attention as well as something you can afford. But look, here's how to make this decision super simple. It comes down to two things: time and money. So if you have more time than money right now, and you actually enjoy figuring out new tech, the DIY route might be perfect for you. But if you're busy running your business and you're not really a techie person and the thought of website tutorials makes you want to bang your head against the wall, well then working with a professional is probably the smart move. Think of it this way. Every minute you spend fiddling around trying to build your website yourself is a minute you're not spending time on what you do best. And that's not just philosophy or opinion, it's straight up business math. So the real question is not, can I build my own website? It's, should I? And deep down, you probably already know the answer. Your competitors are not sitting around debating this stuff. They're already out there. They're looking professional. They're building trust, and they're stealing your potential clients. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Every day you spend with an outdated or unprofessional website, it's costing you clients, and it's literally training prospective clients to choose your competitors. But whether you go DIY or hire a pro, there's still one big question left, and that is, when is the right time to upgrade, redesign, or modernize your site? And to objectively answer that question, I have a video that'll walk you through that process step by step and remove all the guesswork, and you can watch that video right here.